If you completed your expense report worksheet from the movie on entering data, then you should have a worksheet that looks something like this. I want to show you how to add numbers. Now, adding numbers is probably the most common calculation that you could do in Excel, and it's so common that there are a whole bunch of different ways to do it, probably about a half dozen different ways. So let's start off simple. I'm going to show you the basic manual way. I kind of think of it as the cherry pick method. So we want to start off by adding across row 6. We want to add the numbers here for San Francisco. So click on cell E6, and in E6 we want to say add this number and that number and that number. Well, we know that every formula, every function starts off with an equal sign, so type in an equal sign. And as soon as you do, you're in editing mode, and you can see the toolbar is mostly grayed out because we're editing. So we want to click that first number here, click that 6100. And as soon as you do, you see the marching answer around the 6100. You see equals B6 is in the cell, and up here in the formula bar, you can see equals B6. So this is ready to roll. So type a plus, click the next number, type a plus. You can see it's color-coded. The first cell is blue, the second cell is green. Click the next one, you get the marching ants, and that's purple. So now our formula reads equals B6 plus C6 plus D6, those three cells. And that's it. Just press enter, and it enters the number and goes down to the next cell. Now, what you don't want to do is you don't want to type a plus at the end. And I see a lot of people new to Excel will do that. And if that happens, you get an error. There's a good chance Excel is going to fix it for you. Let's just try that one more time. So over here, we want to add across the row for Los Angeles. So we'll say equals, click the first number, type a plus. Click the second number, type a plus. Click the third number. No more plus, we're done. Also, if you're using a full-size keyboard and you have the keypad on the right side, you're probably best off using the plus on the right side than trying to use the plus that's next to the backspace key. Because if you're using the plus next to the backspace key, you have to remember to hold the shift key down, and it's just not as efficient. Now, we're done with adding these numbers for LA. So instead of pressing the enter key, just press control enter, right? Hold the control key down, press enter. So we're right there. And we can autofill this. Put the mouse pointer on that autofill handle down in the lower right corner. When you get that crosshair, you can click and drag down to the bottom, and that fills in all the numbers. But wait, there's more. You could do this even easier than that. I'm just going to press Control Z to undo. When you put your mouse pointer on that autofill handle, instead of gingerly clicking and dragging, when you get that crosshair, just double click. And when you double click, it automatically fills down to the bottom of the row. Let's take a look at what's going on. Click on that first number, the 23,000 and change. You can see this is B7, C7, D7. Click the next one, B8, and the next one. You see what Excel is doing is it's not literally copying the formula, it's adjusting it. It's adjusting based on the row. Excel could do it because the way we're writing these cell references, these are what are called relative cell references. Relative meaning that Excel can adjust them if necessary. And you might wonder, well, if this is a relative cell reference, might there be something called an absolute cell reference? And there absolutely is, and we'll look at that in a little bit. Here's something else that'll make it easier for you to see what's going on. Rather than looking at each individual result and then having to look up here in the formula bar to see the formulas that created it, wouldn't it be really nice if we could see all the formulas all at the same time? Well, if you look at the upper left corner of your keyboard, probably to the left of the number 1 and above the tab key, there's a tilde. If you press Control tilde, you see that now Excel shows you all of the formulas all at the same time. So it's now very easy to eyeball how those formulas were adjusted. And to get back to normal, if you press Control tilde again, Excel shows you all those numbers. Well, let's cherry pick going down the column for January. So click here in cell B14, type equals, first number for January, plus, second number, plus, and so on. And all you've got to do is click each cell and type a plus. And when you get to the last one, remember there's no more plus, because if you do, Excel says, hey, plus what? And then just Control Enter, and there you go. You have your number. Now here's our autofill handle, and you could just click and drag to the right. Double clicking the autofill handle won't work going across a row, only down a column. And now you have those numbers filled in. Now that's kind of a slow manual way, so I'm going to show you some faster and easier ways of doing this.